Now, next we come to, it's not in focus. Okay, next we come to question number 2. Again, is on the use of calculator. But this time is that we know the ratio and we want to find the angle. So A theta is equal to inverse sine. Sometimes people say arc sine, okay? 1/4. Okay, so the key press sequence is that you press the shift, okay, SHIFT, shift key, okay, then you are using the inverse sine function, okay, and a bracket is already open. So 1 divided by 4, close the bracket, and then execute. Okay, so that's a key sequence. So look at it. Shift arc sine. Look at the display, okay? Arc sine 1/4, close the bracket, EXC. So we get 14.5. Since it's an angle, there should be a degree sign, and this is correct to 3 significant figures. Okay. Now next we come to part B. So tangent theta is 7/2. So theta is equal to inverse tangent. So inverse tangent, or sometimes you'll say arc tangent, of the ratio 7/2. So the key press sequence is that you press shift first. Okay, so for the tangent key, this time you're using the inverse function of that key, and then a bracket is open for you by the calculator. So you just press 7 divided by 2, close the bracket for the tangent, and then ask the calculator to execute. So what do you get? Look at the display. Shift inverse tangent. Look at the display, and then bracket opened. 7 divided by 2. Close the bracket. Execute. So we get 74.1. Remember, it's an angle, so we must put the degree sign here. So this angle is correct to 3 significant figures. Then we come to part C of the question. So cosine theta is 3 times tangent 10 degrees. So theta is equal to inverse cosine 3 times tangent 10 degrees. Okay, so the key press sequence is that you press shift first, then you use the inverse cosine function of the cosine key. A bracket will be open for you. Okay, inside the bracket 3 times. As I said before, you can use the multiply sign key. You can use it or not use it. And then you press tangent. Another bracket is open for you. Press 10. Close the bracket for tangent. Okay, and then close the bracket for inverse cosine. And then you ask the calculator to execute this command. So let's look at it. So it's shift cosine, a bracket open for you, and then 3 times tangent, another bracket open for you, 10, close the bracket for tangent, close the bracket for inverse cosine, and then we execute. As a result, we get 58.1 is an angle, so put a degree sign here. This is correct to 3 significant figures. Then we come to part D of the question. Part D. So sine theta is 2 times cosine 87 degrees. So theta is equal to the arcsine of 2 times cosine 87 degrees. So the key press sequence is that you press the shift first in order to make use of the arcsine function of the sine key. A bracket already open for you. You press 2 and we can skip the multiply key cosine, and the bracket open for you 87 degrees. We close the bracket for the cosine and we close the bracket for the arcsine, and then ask the calculator to execute. So this is the key press sequence. Let's look at it. Shift. So shift. Okay, I better cancel it. Okay, shift sine, bracket open, and then 2 times cosine 87. Close the bracket for cosine. Close the bracket for the arcsine. Look at the display here, and ask the calculator to execute. As a result, what do we get? We get theta equal to 8.01. It's an angle. Put the degree sign here, and this is correct to 3 significant figures.